I earned my degree online at Arizona State University. I chose to get my degree at ASU because I knew that I'd get a quality education, they were recognized for excellence, and that I would be prepared for the workforce upon graduating. To be associated with ASU, both as a student and alum, it makes me extremely proud, and having experienced the program, I know now that I'm set up for success. Learn more at asuonline.asu.edu.
Okay, so who remembers Big Lots? You know that store, the one where you could always find, like, anything?
Oh yeah, from furniture to food, it was a treasure trove of random stuff, but sometimes you'd find some really good deals there too, right?
Exactly. But get this, they're completely gone. Like, poof, all the stores are closed, they liquidated everything. It's kind of wild, you know? To think that a retail giant like Big Lots, they had over 1,400 stores at one point, just went from booming to bust seemingly overnight.
It's a pretty crazy story.
It is, and that's exactly what we're diving deep into today, to try and figure out, like, what happened, what went wrong, and what does it all mean for the future of, shopping for all of us. We've got excerpts from Placed Text here, some articles from Yahoo Finance, and even The Sun. Plus, we dug up Big Lots' own press release, the one where they announced all the closures.
Oh, wow. So we're really going in deep on this one.
Oh, yeah. Our mission is to, well, first understand what led to Big Lots' downfall, like what were the specific factors, and then kind of zoom out a bit and think about the wider implications for the retail industry as a whole.
It's a fascinating case study because it really reflects the changes happening across the entire retail landscape.
Okay, so let's rewind the clock a bit. Big Lots started way back in 1967 and quickly became, well, a favorite for bargain hunters all across America. They were all about variety and deep discounts, and for a long time that worked really well. But as we all know, things changed.
Big Lots' success was built on a model that, well, it just became increasingly difficult to sustain in the long run. The rise of e-commerce wasn't just like a gradual shift. It completely transformed the game. It's like, think about it. You can order almost anything online now. And a lot of times you'll even find it's cheaper than, what you'd see in an actual physical store.
That's so true. Pasted Text actually talks about how Big Lots really struggled to compete with online giants like Amazon. Their online presence was pretty weak compared to Amazon's, and they just couldn't match the speed and convenience of online shopping and delivery. It's just like a whole different ballgame.
Yeah, and it's not even just about price anymore, right? People want a certain kind of experience when they shop. The article in The Sun, they actually point out that, well, younger generations are just way more comfortable with online shopping, right? And they're not just looking for, like, rows and rows of discounted stuff. They're looking for something that feels a bit more curated,
Yeah, the whole experience really matters. And then on top of that, you throw in high inflation and, like, operational costs that are going through the roof. It's like, well, no wonder Big Lots started to struggle.
Yeah, those economic factors were like a double whammy. They really hit the company hard. Their first quarter report for 2024, it was pretty alarming. A net loss of $205 million, a loss of almost $7 per share, and their net sales down by more than 10% compared to, the previous year.
Whoa. That's a pretty clear signal that something is seriously wrong.
Definitely. And that's what led to them, well, they filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection in September 2024. It was a big move, but, sometimes companies need to do that.
Right. Chapter 11, it's like hitting the reset button.
Sure.
Right. Trying to reorganize their debts and come back even stronger.
Exactly. It gives them a chance to, like, restructure things and, hopefully stay afloat. And their first move, well, it was a pretty drastic one. They closed 545 stores, the ones that weren't performing very well.
It's like they were, like, desperately trying to stop the bleeding. It makes sense. Well, I guess it wasn't enough in the end. Then we heard about Nexus Capital Management LP. They were trying to acquire Big Lots, right?
Yeah. That could have been a game changer. Like, imagine a big injection of capital, right? They could have turned things around. But the deal fell through in December.
Which unfortunately brings us to the final blow, liquidation. They shut down all of their remaining 963 stores, and over 30,000 employees lost their jobs. It's got to be heartbreaking.
Absolutely. It's a stark reminder of, like, the human cost of these big business decisions. 30,000 employees, Think of all the families and communities that were impacted by this. A lot of them relied on big lots for, affordable goods.
Especially in economically disadvantaged areas. The Yahoo Finance article really drove that point home.
Yeah, it did. And it's important to remember that big lots, well, they're not alone in this. We're seeing other retailers facing similar difficulties, like Conn's Home Plus, and Red Lobster. They're all grappling with the same issues. E-commerce, consumers' habits are changing, and, well, the economic climate is just really tough right now.
So taking a step back, what can we learn from all this? From Big Lots' downfall, I mean.
Well, I think the biggest takeaway is that you have to adapt, right? You have to be innovative. Big Lots was successful for a long time, sure, but they didn't really evolve with the market. They needed to embrace e-commerce, really go all in on that, maybe offer a more curated experience, something that feels, well, special. Maybe they even needed to rethink their entire business model. It's a tough lesson, but
It's a powerful lesson for any business, really. You can't just keep doing the same thing and expect to succeed forever. You have to be willing to change, to adapt with the times.
absolutely. The world is changing faster than ever before, and if you can't keep up, well, you risk being left behind.
It makes you think, what about the stores we all go to regularly? Are they embracing the online world? Are they offering something that's, unique, something you can't just find anywhere else? It's something to think about. I mean, Big Lots' story, it might just be a glimpse into the future of retail.
Yeah.
And ultimately, the choices we make as consumers, well, they're going to shape that future.
That's a really good point. We all have a part to play in this.
We do. All right, that's all the time we have for today's deep dive, but like always, we want you to keep the conversation going. So think about those questions, take a look around at the retail world, and let us know what you find.
Until next time.
See ya.
Today is your lucky day. Today is the day that our $3 website works for you, paying you directly to your PayPal daily. Imagine $3 ongoing continuous payments to your PayPal account. Imagine falling asleep and waking up to $300 in your PayPal account. How would this make you feel? How could this help you? What bills could you pay? What kind of fun could you have? What does that retirement look like now? All for a one-time payment of $3. This website is DFY done for you, fully built and completely hosted, and never stops collecting payments for you. You have spent $3 on coffee on a regular, but that coffee won't help you create multiple streams of income. Click the link below.